A concept in Judaism, which is my usual spot between our Torah reading and my topic for today. And uh, topic, my uh, uh, topic of Torah is connected to my larger teaching, and that is the Hebrew word emet. Just a few words about it. As you'll see in a couple of moments, when philosophers philosophize about truth, they start with correspondence theory, meaning a statement should correspond with reality. And that goes, I think, from Aristotelian thought all the way through medieval thought. But the medieval theologians claimed that a statement of truth should also accord with a metaphysical reality, for example, the existence of the divine. And then, of course, comes the epistemological problem. How do we know that a statement about the divine is actually about the divine, meaning the question of what we know? And then, of course, the question of verifiability. How do we verify it? Interestingly, in biblical and Talmudic literature, there's hardly any interest in philosophizing about a word such as truth, meaning they take the reality for granted. So you look in the Bible and the Talmud, they don't have questions about when one says that it snows outside, can we verify it? They took it for granted. If you care to know whether it's snowing outside, you just open the window and take a peek. We don't need to philosophize about that. So the Bible uses words like love, justice, truth, beauty, the good, and the holy, etc., assuming that those listening know what the words mean. And if they don't know what the word means, they can ask the elders, they can ask others, and pretty quickly find out, A, what the words mean, how to use them, but more importantly, what they demand of us. So the Hebrew word emet is, the root of the word is aleph mem nun, which of course is the word amen. Amen means something like it is true, it is reliable, it is verifiable. So if I would say, we really got to get to work, amen to that, that means that's a reliable, trustworthy statement. Let's get to work. When I used to go to meetings of the Jewish Christian dialogue, I would hear a pastor speak, and then he would look around the room and said, "Can I get an amen to that?" I'd never heard that before, and I looked around, and they all looked at each other and said, "Okay, I'll give you an amen to that," which means I agree with it. So what you said is reliable. You have my vote. Now the Hebrew word amen, therefore, it's reliable. It's steadfast. We can trust it. Of course, connects to the Hebrew word emunah, which in the Bible, emunah does not mean belief in things that cannot be empirically verified. That's alien to biblical and rabbinic thinking. Emunah means to be steadfast. So it's true in the sense of a true friend. If I think about a true friend, I'm not asking, does the person exist? So I don't say I have emunah that the person actually has ontological reality. That would be a very bizarre way to think about people. If I would say I have a true friend, it means they're reliable. They have my interest at heart. They love me. They want to support me. So when you hear the word emunah, belief, and you want to use the medieval idea of belief is asserting knowledge of things that can't be proved empirically, that's really not a Jewish idea. It's an Aristotelian idea. I'm not saying that Jewish theologians don't use it. For me, personally, I'm not imposing this on you. Personally, it's a meaningless idea, and I'll share with you why. When I think about emunah, I prefer the idea that in some ways, an axiom that I hold is steadfast and reliable for my development as a human being. So the word emet is from aleph mem nun, meaning reliable, steadfast. Emunah really means reliable, steadfast. Another word that comes from the root, which I'll have to talk about another time, is oman, which is an artist. We talked about this last night. I might touch on it today. One of the greatest evidence for me of some kind of deep spiritual sense of truth is the experience of art. When I hear beautiful music, when I read a great poem, especially for me, because I'm more of a words person, or when I'm watching a movie or a TV program and it's particularly well crafted, and there's a moment where there's just a moment of truth and it touches me deeply and I well up within. And that's because of the artistry of the moment, the omanut, the artistry of the moment has created in my soul an amen moment. It's like my soul says amen to that. That's true. I have to really think about the connection between omanut, art, oman, and artist, and emunah, and emet. I'll develop that thought another time. Just wanted as a preface for my thoughts today to give you more of an etymological analysis of the word truth. Okay, that's my few minutes of a Jewish concept